Hey babes, one of my natural hair goals for 2026 is to grow my hair 6 inches. I know, crazy, right? But one of the things that I have been doing is perfecting my wash day routine. So I wanted to show it to you guys today. I'm starting off with pre-pooing my hair. I'm using this Blue Magic olive oil leave-in conditioner. So I used to never pre-poo. First off, what is a pre-poo, right? It's just a pre-shampoo routine that you do before shampooing. For me, it is very important that I do this because it allows me to detangle my hair before I get in the shower and start shampooing. Okay, boom, now we're in the shower. So I'm rinsing out the pre-poo and I'm going in with this Camille Rose Sweet Ginger cleansing rinse. And it's basically a shampoo. I did go ahead and make sure to get my scalp real good using my finger pads and not my fingernails. And I also shampooed twice to make sure that my scalp and hair were super clean. Next, it's deep condition. I'm using the Camille Rose Cocoa and Mango Butter Deep Conditioner. You see how thick it is, y'all? My hair loves this stuff. Deep conditioning is very important because it helps your hair absorb the moisture from water and kind of like keep it in your hair strands. So I like to deep condition once a week, and my hair loves the thickness of this product. I let it sit for about 30 minutes, and during this time, I like to make sure to moisturize my skin. Okay, let me tell you, my skincare has been on point recently, just making sure that I moisturize my skin as well. And then after I've moisturized, best believe I'm not getting back in the shower. I am going to sit for 20 more minutes underneath the heated dryer. The instructions on the deep conditioner say you can keep it in for about 10 minutes, or if you're going to use heat, for about 30 minutes. And I totally think using the heat is way better. It just helps your hair absorb all of the moisture and just lock it in place. So I definitely make sure to use some form of heat. You can use this hooded dryer. I will link this one I got from Amazon in the description. But if you don't have one of these, no worries. You can just sit with it on your hair. Maybe you can move around a bit, do some stretching, do some yoga, maybe a little Pilates workout on your floor, just to get your body heat going and use your body heat instead. So remember when I said I'm not getting back in that shower, I really meant it. I am going to bend over my tub and just use my detachable shower head to rinse out the deep conditioner. In the past, I used to avoid wash days because I just don't like going in and out of the shower. So a detachable shower head is really a game changer for me. Once we rinsed our hair, we move on to the leave-in conditioner and the styling. I have been obsessed with the Do's products recently. This is not sponsored in any shape or form, but y'all, the Do's products have been working wonders for my curls. So I'm applying this spray leave-in conditioner and separating my hair into sections to make sure that it's thoroughly coated, and then using the Do's Big Papa defining gel to layer it on top. So for me, my holy grail combo right now is the leave-in conditioner and a gel on top, and that's it, y'all. I actually do think it's helpful to use products from the same line, especially something like a leave-in conditioner and a gel, usually because they're formulated to work together. So I definitely think that this was that. So for my styling tool, I'm also using a wide tooth comb to help separate my curls, and then finishing it off with a light finger coil. Now I say light because you can see that I'm not fully coiling my hair around my fingers. I'm kind of just shingling out my curls and separating them, so that way when they dry, my hair doesn't dry in big clumps of curls. It really helps with my fine hair texture to give me some volume. Now I know some of y'all are like, who has time for this, right? But trust me, the results are worth it because I have been able to wear my hair for 7 days straight without having to rewash it or restyle it using this technique. So if your hair texture is similar to mine, listen, girl, make sure you sit down and give yourself some time and patience to get through this. Like I said in the beginning of the video, one of my goals for 2026 is to grow my natural hair. I actually want to grow it 6 whole inches, but to do that, I have to be very patient with my hair and not try to rake combs through it or just be impatient, because being impatient will cause you to rip your hair out unintentionally, you know? So just take your time. I do this technique throughout my entire head, and the whole process took about an hour. if I'm being real with you. Now, I wanted to make this video very short and concise, but if you've made it this far, tell me, what are your natural hair goals for 2026, y'all? I know my whole channel is about protective styling, and I've experimented with so many different types of styles throughout the years, but I do feel like I haven't had a phase where I'm very dedicated to my natural hair and just pouring into it, moisturizing it, keeping up with my wash days, etc., etc. So I'm definitely stepping into that era, and I really want to know, what are your hair goals? Okay, even if you're starting from ground zero, you just big chopped, or you're transitioning your hair from perm to natural, like, what are your goals? Because I just feel like there are so many different phases that we can go through, and trust me, I've big chopped twice now and I do it again too, but I just feel like every phase should be celebrated. And yeah, just let me know, comment down below. Once I'm done with the finger coil, I then shake my hair out a little bit more just to make sure everything is separated, and then I'm going back underneath my hooded dryer to diffuse my hair. Now, this step is actually pretty important for me because it helps freeze my curls in place, and it really just helps the drying time, okay? Because I did this about like in the afternoon, evening, and what you don't want to do is go to sleep with wet hair. So make sure that your hair is mostly dried. If it isn't all the way dry, I just went through with my blow dryer just to do a little bit more drying. And to really help with that volume, I do like to sleep with my hair banded up in these scrunchies. I'm using a little bit of oil in between my hands because I'm going to separate my hair into sections. So by this time, again, my hair's dry. It's probably like 90% dry at this point, but I'm just using my hair ties, and I'm tying my hair in kind of loose sections. You do not want them too tight because you don't want to be pulling on your hair. It should be comfortable to sleep as well, but you also don't want to do it too loose to where it's not really stretching it. The whole point of this technique is to stretch your hair overnight with minimal heat. So if you're interested in trying this, let me know how it goes, because I've been sleeping like this literally every day for the past couple weeks, and I'm not gonna lie, it has been great. It's a really good way of stretching your natural hair overnight without even having to think about it. One thing I will recommend is if you can find satin scrunchies, use those instead. I just didn't have any, but these actually worked pretty well. Just make sure when you're taking them down to be gentle. This is me right before I'm going to sleep. I put on my bonnet cap right over it, and that's that. And good morning, it's the next day. Here's what the takedown looks like. You can see it's a little bit squished, but it's not as squished versus if I didn't band it at all. So now I'm taking down my hair ties. You do want to be very gentle. You can see here, I kind of lost my patience a little bit. You see, I kind of just like yank them out. Don't do that. Be careful, you know, but here you can see I'm sliding them off. That's kind of what you want to do. Just be careful. I wrap all my hair ties together so I don't lose them. And here is where you can do an optional further stretching using the blow dryer. I don't do this every day because I do not want to be applying heat to my hair every day, but that day one wash and go, you know, it'd be looking a little flat. So I use my blow dryer to give it a little bit of extra oomph, as well as a hair pick just to pick my hair out a little bit and give it that shape that I love. I love a round afro shape, so that's what I'm going for. I do also touch up the front, the sides, and the very back just in case any curls kind of got squished overnight. And this is what my hair is looking like. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, and be sure to check out my other natural hair DIY videos right here.